Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 21.9K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out my betting links in the description below. Really good promos with FanDuel. They just changed their offer from bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets if you win. So take advantage of that, guys. Really good games to use it on today to get in on the action. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Yeah, big slate today. Starting with the... we got our early game today. We got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Detroit Tigers. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -160. Detroit +130 with the over-under at 8.5. Cleveland coming into this matchup 64-42. Detroit 52-56. Pitching for the Guardians is Gavin Williams with an ERA of 4.50. Pitching for the Detroit is Tyler Holton with an ERA of 2.97. His last start, he pitched 2 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 2 strikeouts. Williams, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs. Had 9 strikeouts. Cleveland beating Detroit yesterday 8-4. Pretty much dominated them yesterday. Cleveland on a 2-game winning streak. Little stat there, 9-1 on a Tuesday, which is interesting. 5-0 on the road on a Tuesday. Very interesting Tuesday stats for Cleveland. Yeah, I'm liking the Guardians here. I don't know. I'm not in love with the Tigers. They looked very bad yesterday. Not in love with the pitching. Holton doesn't really pitch that much. He only averages about 2 innings, so I don't expect too much from Holton today. Probably a bullpen game. Give me the Guardians on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -190. Toronto +160 with the over-under at 8.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 50-57. Baltimore 63-44. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 3.78. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 2.52. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 3 runs. Had 6 strikeouts. Burns, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 3 runs. Had 5 strikeouts. Toronto. They had the doubleheader yesterday. Both teams winning a game of the doubleheader yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. Bassett's had some bad starts. He's coming off a 3, 5, and 3-run game. He gives up runs. That's what he does. Burns, he's coming off 2 of his last 3 games. He's given up 3. So, somewhat rougher starts for Burns here. But I still like Burns on the mound. And yeah, I think I'm going to lean with Baltimore today. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -120. The Yankees +100 with the over-under at 9.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 63-45. The Phillies 65-41. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 5.40. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 3.51. Cole, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 6 runs. Had 4 strikeouts. 2 games prior, though, he only gave up 1 run in each game. Nola, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run. Had 6 strikeouts. Yankees on a 3-game winning streak. I mean, man, they dominated the Phillies yesterday 14-4 as underdogs. And the struggles continue for the Phillies. 3-7 in their last 10. They have not played well during this stretch. Yankees 5-1 against the Phillies. They've been very good against the Phillies here. I still like them as the underdog. Phillies just have been in such a letdown spot, being favorites. Yankees playing well. The Jazz Chisholm trade was very good. Looked very good when his start. And I think I got to take the Yankees +1.5 on the road today with the Phillies struggles. Next matchup, we've got the Miami Marlins versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay opening up as home favorites at -180. The Marlins +140 with the over-under at 7.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 39-67. The Rays 54-52. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 7.04. Pitching for the Rays is Jeffrey Springs with an ERA of 0. Cabrera, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Springs looks like he's making his first start of the season for Tampa. Was good last season. Gave up 1 run in 3 starts for last season. I mean, he pitched very well last year. Miami losing to the Rays, or coming off a Brewers loss. Tampa Bay, they're on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Cincinnati wins. Miami 1-7 on the road against Tampa Bay, 1-12 against Tampa. They have been very bad against Tampa Bay. Yeah, those numbers are kind of crazy. Don't love Cabrera on the mound, and I think I'm going to take the Rays at home today. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Cincinnati Reds. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -140. The Reds +120 with the over-under at 9. Cubs coming into this matchup 51-57. The Reds 51-55. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 3.27. Pitching for the Reds is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 5.01. Steele, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Montas, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Montas been very bad on the mound. I mean, his last 3 starts, he's given up 4, 7, and 5 runs here. I do not love that at all. Reds, nice one yesterday, beating the Cubs 7-1. The Cubs have struggled against the Reds here, but man, I just don't like Frankie Montas. He's been getting lit up these last 3 games here. I think that's why the Cubs are favorites today, and rightfully so. I think I got to take the Cubs on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -130. The Twins +110 with the over-under at 9. Twins coming into this matchup 58-47. The Mets 56-50. Pitching for the Twins is David Festa with an ERA of 8.16. Pitching for the Mets is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 3.74. Festa, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's coming off 2. He's only pitched twice this season. He gave up 5 and 7. So very, very bad starts for Festa. Manaea coming off a 2-run game. He's been solid, a 2, 5, and 3-run game in his last 3. The Mets yesterday winning 15-2. They really brought the bats out yesterday. They're playing very well too. Minnesota 1-6 on the road against the Mets, 3-12 against the Mets. They've just played very poorly against the Mets here. Yeah, I just don't love Festa on the mound, especially after what we saw yesterday from the Mets. Give me the Mets at home today. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Boston Red Sox. Seattle opening up as slight road favorites at -115. Boston -105 with the over-under at 10. Seattle coming into this matchup 56-52. Boston 56-49. Pitching for Seattle is Luis Castillo with an ERA of 3.45. Pitching for Boston is James Paxton with an ERA of 4.43. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Paxton, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Boston, man, 14-7 win yesterday against Seattle. Nice game for them after that 2-game losing streak they were on. Seattle just 6-14 against Boston. They've struggled against them. Yeah, I don't know. Castillo's had some good starts. 2 of his last 3 starts, he hasn't given up a run here. But man, Boston just coming off a heater yesterday. I think I got to take a shot with Boston +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Rangers opening up as road favorites at -120. The Cardinals +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 52-55. The Cardinals 54-52. Pitching for the Rangers is Max Scherzer with an ERA of 3.57. Pitching for the Cardinals is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 4.17. Scherzer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Lynn, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Rangers coming off a St. Louis win yesterday, 6-3. Nice win for them, ending their 3-game losing streak they were on. They've been dominant against the Cardinals. They're 11-2 against St. Louis, 7-0 on the road against the Cardinals here. Just absolutely dominant here. Yeah, I just think I got to take the Rangers. They've just been so dominant. I'm going to roll with Texas on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -125. The Braves +105 with the over-under at 9. Braves coming into this matchup 56-49. The Brewers 61-45. Pitching for the Braves is Bryce Elder with an ERA of 6.35. Pitching for the Brewers is Joe Ross with an ERA of 4.50. Elder, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Ross, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 0 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Atlanta losing 8-3 yesterday to the Brewers. Nice win for the Brewers. We saw Atlanta. They made the trade. They were able to get Jorge Soler from the Giants, so sure he won't be in the lineup today, but definitely a nice addition to this very injured Atlanta team that they need all they can get. I like the Brewers. Ross been solid on the mound for them. Elder, he's had his good games, he's had his bad games, coming off a very bad game here. I think I'm gonna lean with Milwaukee at home in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Kansas City Royals versus the Chicago White Sox. Royals opening up as road favorites at -200. The White Sox +160 with the over-under at 9. Royals coming into this matchup 58-49. The White Sox 27-82. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 3.65. Pitching for the White Sox is Jonathan Cannon with an ERA of 4.43. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. Cannon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 1 strikeout. The Royals beating the White Sox yesterday 8-5. I mean, that was crazy. I had the Royals in a bunch of my parlays that I was able to hit. Honestly, that they were getting beat and the game was pretty much over. They were down. I forget what they were down. They were down by like 3 or 4. And I was honestly going to go to bed. And I went and checked the score and I was like, oh my God, it's tied. And then boom, grand slam in the 8th for the Royals. This White Sox team has just been the worst closing team I think we've ever witnessed. I mean, they're on their 14th, 15th game losing streak right now. They cannot close out games. I mean, they controlled the whole game. They had the win and they gave up a grand slam. You just can't do that. Royals 12-1 against the White Sox here. Yeah, crazy game yesterday, but I mean, I still got to roll with the Royals. Been riding this. If you've been a part of this White Sox win streak, it has just been free cash. So we're riding this until the wheels fall off of this thing. Give me the Royals on the road. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -200. The Pirates +150 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 54-52. Houston 55-51. Pitching for the Pirates is Bailey Falter with an ERA of 4.08. Pitching for the Astros is Hunter Brown with an ERA of 4.0. Falter, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Brown, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Pittsburgh coming off a Houston win yesterday, 5-3. Took the lead very, very late, like I think in the 8th or 9th. Paul Skeens still pitched another great, had another great game, and they were finally able to get some run support. They are 4-2 against Houston, so they've been good against Houston here. I like Hunter Brown on the mound for the Astros. He's given up 3 runs in 3 starts, so he's been very solid. I think Houston bounces back today. I only really like the Pirates usually when Paul Skeens is on the mound because he just pitches so well. I think Astros bounce back today, and I'll take Houston at home. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at -140. The Rockies +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 38-69. The Angels 46-60. Pitching for the Rockies is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 4.09. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.12. Quantrill, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Canning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Colorado on a 4-game losing streak, coming off getting swept by the Giants. Angels coming off an Oakland win. Colorado 1-7 on the road. They're 6-14 against the Angels. Definitely not the best matchup on the board today. Quantrill hasn't been very good on the mound for the Rockies here, and I think I'm going to take the Angels at home today. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Diego Padres. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -130. The Padres +115 with the over-under at 7.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 63-44. The Padres 57-51. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Glasnow with an ERA at 3.47. Pitching for the Padres is Matt Waldron with an ERA at 3.64. Glasnow, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Waldron, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Dodgers, coming off a Houston win, struggled in that series. Then the Padres, coming off a Baltimore loss, ending their 7-game winning streak that they were on. Dodgers just 2-5 against the Padres, 2-8 on the road. They're just on a very bad road stretch of just not playing well. Dodgers still missing a bunch of players, man. Still no Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. I mean, they're missing so many key guys in this lineup. I think that's why they've struggled here. Give me the Padres +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -180. Washington +140 with the over-under at 9. Washington coming into this matchup 49-58. Arizona 56-51. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 5.26. Pitching for Arizona is Riley Nelson with an ERA of 4.85. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Nelson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Washington on a 2-game losing streak, losing to Arizona yesterday. That game, they gave up 5 runs in the 9th to lose. I mean, what a comeback from Arizona. Yeah, an insane comeback. Washington just 1-6 against Arizona. Haven't played well against Arizona. And, Patrick Corbin on the mound. He's had some better games as of late, but still nonetheless, Patrick Corbin been very bad. Give me the D-backs at home today. And the last matchup, we've got the Oakland Athletics versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -200. Oakland +160 with the over-under at 8. Oakland coming into this matchup 44-64. The Giants 53-55. Pitching for Oakland is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 4.81. Pitching for the Giants is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 1.80. Sears, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Ray, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Oakland coming off an Angels loss. Giants, they're coming off a 4-game Colorado sweep. Oakland is 3-7 against the Giants, 2-5 on the road against the Giants. They have not played well against the Giants here. Sears coming off a bad game. I like the Giants coming into this hot. I'll roll with San Francisco at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.